Greetings, my fellow Catholic. Today we're going to be answering the important question, are people reluctant to give? Are people reluctant to give to your apostolate or any apostolate for that matter? We're going to be diving into that answer today, so stick with me because I'm going to give my perspective and also a very interesting take, and I'm going to be providing a few resources as well. Not only to answer the question, but to get people less reluctant if you're finding them to be reluctant. So that's the introduction of the next few minutes. Hi, my name is Brice Sokolowski, the founder of CatholicFundraiser.net, a website, apostolate, completely dedicated to helping Catholics just like you who are looking to fundraise. Whether you're starting out or you're well on your way and you're just looking for some new ideas, you're going to be getting a lot out of the next few minutes, especially about this important topic, because I get this quite frequently. People emailing me almost every day, and this, I would say, is at the top of the list. But before we dive into answering this question, I want to make sure that you download absolutely for free the 10 Commandments to Catholic Fundraising. I've got my copy right here. It's been downloaded by over 10,000, tens of thousands now. A lot of people, over 10,000. I'm just going to say that. I don't keep full track, but a lot of people have downloaded this. It's absolutely for free. The link is going to be right below. It's pretty much 10 things that I think you should consider doing when fundraising. Obviously, everybody has advice on what works, how to fundraise, what somebody else is doing. I found to just synthesize it and say, look, if you want a good place to start, if you want to stay focused with your fundraising, download the 10 Commandments to Catholic Fundraising, written by a Catholic for Catholics. Okay, we're going to answer the question, are people reluctant? And I'm reading my notes, and those are going to be included right below. If you're on my website, if you're not on my website, jump on over. The notes are going to be right below. Okay, my straight, direct answer to you is no. People are not reluctant to donate. However, you might feel that people are reluctant to donate to you, and I'm going to be walking you through why that may be, why people might be reluctant to donate to you. The first reason somebody might, or you might get the impression that people are reluctant to donate, is it really depends on how well people know your apostolate. I'm just going to list out if they've never heard of you, if they've never seen your website, if they've never heard anyone speak about you, then yes, people are going to be that people are going to be reluctant to give to you. It's a fact that people donate to organizations, churches, apostolates, monasteries, individuals that they know. So the key first thing is, if people are reluctant to give, the question is, well, do people actually know who's asking them for a donation? So that's point number one. Point number two, it also depends on how you ask, how you actually make that donation request. Are you making it clear that you are fundraising? There's a huge difference between having a donate button like on your website, or having maybe donate, you're sending a letter and at the bottom, one of the sentences says, hey, please consider a donation. There's a huge difference between that and actually a donation campaign, a fundraising campaign, an appeal that actually goes through all the whys, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, who, what, when, where, why, when. You can even say how. There's a huge difference between just kind of like leaving it somewhere for somebody to find, or just actually making the direct request. And I talked about the direct request in a recent video. Make sure you check that out as well. So that's point number two on making the difference of possibly why people might be reluctant to donate to you. And number three, it depends really who you're asking. Are you asking strangers? Are you asking anyone and everyone? Or are you being very specific with who you are approaching for a donation request? The best fundraisers are the ones who know the people they will ask. So it's important to know the people. And it's an important note that it's not rich people. Just because you don't know somebody that's wealthy doesn't mean you can't raise what you're going to raise. Because statistically, wealthy people actually donate less than everybody else. There's a great book. I'm going to have the link below. I think I've done a few, vlogs, podcasts, etc. on this, and articles on this book, Who Really Cares? Who Really Cares? Written by Arthur C. Brooks. I'm going to leave it right here so you can pause the video, or if you're watching, Who Really Cares, it outlines pretty much who actually gives. And a lot of the information that I give to people is from this book, and obviously a lot of other books that I've listed on my website. You go to my website, you actually do search on books, you'll find a whole lot of the books that I recommend. So, but back to the point on who you're asking, it really depends. If you're much more specific on who you're asking, you're usually going to have a much more successful campaign. So hopefully that has helped you understand possibly why people are reluctant to donate to you. It's not because people don't have money or they're stretched or they don't want to give. It's very rarely about the individual. It's just how you approach the individual. People are, and I'll leave you with this, people are designed to give. God created us in His image, and He gives freely. And so if you just can tap into people's nature by doing it correctly and not confusing them or not kind of just leaving it to the side, but you're much more direct, and you kind of follow the advice that I've provided in these past few minutes, I think you're going to find much more success in your fundraising. God bless you, God love you, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.